Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Ladybug Lotus, and I am coming on with the video to talk about um, where my journey is taking me, my spiritual journey. To be transparent, I'm in a space of like, I didn't want to do a video. I didn't want to record. I wanted to just lay down, rest. I'm not even tired. Um, I don't know what's going on inside of me or around me. There's a lot of energy percolating, and I don't necessarily know completely what it's leading me to, like in terms of the very next step for me. And I don't completely know where it's coming from. All I can say is that it won't let me lay down. It won't let me rest. So I have a lot of ideas of things that I want to do regarding this part of my life, like talking and speaking, communicating, being authentically me in a creative way that I love to do, which is speaking and talking, teaching, sharing, just communicating verbally, using my voice, which I guess that's probably a part of what the energy is wanting me to do, is just use. Did I say enemy? I said enemy. Oh wow. Okay. So there's an energy of an enemy around me. Yes, that is trying to block my throat chakra. And I say that too, that I know that's for sure because, well, I just accidentally said enemy. I wasn't even thinking enemy. I was thinking energy. But also my throat is trying to hurt. Like I'm trying to get a sore throat. And I just feel like that's kind of out of place. And earlier when I was just having a one-on-one conversation with spirit by myself, I was having a lot of blockage through my, just kept on having to pause while talking, which lets me know there's a blockage, an energy blockage situation going on. So I was trying to just lay down and just chill out because I don't have anything else to do. But energy, spirit just wanted me to get up and talk about something. So use my throat, use my voice. Perhaps there is a message that needs to be channeled. What I was about to do when I got myself prepared to, sit down and talk, I was about to make a video for a whole new channel because I have ideas of things I want to do regarding other ways in which I want to use my voice, which are separate from this channel. So as I was trying to do that, I got the feeling, in the sense and feedback energetically, like that's not what we're on right now, not yet, not right now. Right now you can just do another video for your current channel. So then I started to get ready, okay, cool, for this channel. Then I'm thinking, this might be my last video for this channel. I'm not sure. I kind of like using this as an authentic space to just talk, not really on a particular type of agenda or course of a particular pathway, just totally just for me, for myself, and just sharing it with whomever it comes across. But there are other things that I want to do, actual agendas that I want to contribute to and enact and put into motion. So I'm not sure. I know I said this could be the last video for this channel. I just feel like most of my energy might just end up going elsewhere. But one of those areas that my energy is wanting to move into is to begin to teaching self-love to other people. Literally to be like a self-love coach or self-love advisor, just because where I'm at now. I've been in this space before, and then I feel like things start to happen throughout my life that was just really trying to test me, or maybe just prune me to get further anchored into this energy, which is the energy of realizing that self-love really has saved my life multiple times. Self-love has really saved me many times over. And so I've had to learn a lot in regards to self-love, and I feel like that is a path that's a lane that I really own for myself. I've really learned how to love myself. I've had to, after being raised to be somebody who prioritizes love for other people over me. So having to be intentional about loving myself has really saved me many times. It's saved me in the way of my mental, my spiritual, my physical health, emotional, financial, and getting out of that lane really has messed things up for me. And then I realized things get back into order when I get back into my lane of self-love. So that's really my lane for real. And I know that I love to teach, I love to share and counsel and advise and stuff like that. Most of my professional work has been in that type of field. It's just that I don't maintain that anymore, because I want to be able to do it in a way where it's on my time and it's in my way and with parameters that I set regarding time and the requirements on my energy and my attention and all of that. But I am feeling like I'm being called to begin that really soon. So I'm kind of feeling like this video is like a transitionary point for me to move more into that lane and dedicate more of my energy there. I'm feeling like I just feel really okay, I wasn't feeling tired, but I just feel like there's something that's it's an energy that's saying, shut up. I almost can hear it. And now I feel it. It's like a yuckiness, and it's a hurt. It's a hurt inside of me, because I feel like it's a type of energy coming from a direction in which I've shown love, but they just want me to shut up. And it hurts, because I speak in love. I speak from the heart. And now I'm reminded of the fight that Monique, the comedian Monique, who I love and adore and appreciate and look up to and respect. I was just drawn to watch a video that was made in honor of her and her story regarding her issues with Oprah and Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and Netflix. And I'm so grateful to be able to say I've met her twice, back to back. It was for a birthday of mine. I went to her comedy show, and I went 2 times in a row. And the second time, she remembered me from the first night, because I sat in the front both times, and she remembered my name. And that was at a time when she was in the news. But I adore Monique. I grew up watching her. People forget how much she has contributed to a lot of our lives, especially young Black women. But the Parkers and did she even have another? Well, okay, no, there was Moesha, there was the Parkers. Yeah, but I grew up watching this woman. It's that crazy to think that they gonna take that away, take that legacy away from her. They like to. I was watching something. They said when she got her big break doing the movie Precious. I'm like, excuse me, big break. Y'all crazy. She been broke through. What the hell? Anyway, I'm thinking of her because I mean I've always felt a resonance to her anyway. Like we low key related, and so but I feel like it's the same kind of battle. Like people wanting her to just shut up, and she's so fucking unapologetic and like, I won't. Make me. And I realize people just hate on her, like even other celebrities, the people that she's called out, hate on her so bad because she's a black woman, brown skinned black woman, not even a light skinned black woman, not a skinny light skinned black woman, thick as hell, you know, real as hell. Her comedy show, she talk about her stuff for real. Like she talk about what she been through. She talk about the things that she has done that most people could probably try to use to tear her down, and she talk about it in a way basically to tell us like how she has healed and really what she's gone through and mistakes that she's made and her humanity for real. I love Monique. I don't care. I love Monique. Period. I love Monique. So but the whole thing regarding her is they just wanted her to shut up. And I was looking at the video today and I was like, wow, no wonder they really coming for her for real, because, or came for her for real. She's already started to get apologies. Apparently Lee Daniels. Okay, so I watched a movie that she did with Lee Daniels and I saw the credits. I'm like, oh shit, this is with Lee Daniels. Okay, Monique. So now I've learned, like, yeah, because that came after he actually had apologized in public to her. So I'm like, okay, because I'm telling y'all, Monique is one of them that's spiritually protected, just like me. You can't fuck with her, for real. She has done too much good for girls like me, young women like me, women like me. You ain't touching her. You is not touching her, you know, for real. And now, and I was looking at it, I'm like, damn, no wonder they can't stand this woman, because she is a thick black woman, okay? Thick black woman with children, healthy children, and a husband who got her back for real. Ain't eating off of her. And she done climbed up out of the darkness with other past husbands who was not really for her for real, was using her for who she was and what she had, really making her masculine, you know, pushing her into her masculine in order to defend herself and in order to just make sure she's good, because she couldn't be the feminine. She couldn't be her feminine self with those men. She had to be her masculine self. Like, that's the position they put her in, you know, because they came eating off of her, right? And then here she got up out of that, which you ain't succeeding in getting up out of something like that without doing shadow work. And that's what I'm saying. She talks about in her performances, her routines, about that type of work, going to therapy, putting her ugly truth on paper, talking about things that she's done that has contributed to her being in those dark spaces, okay? And this woman came up out of that, and her sight was revealed to eventually see the person who's for real for her, and vice versa. And they married with children, and she grew to a place where she's able to be, look, I didn't know this was what I was going to talk about, but now I'm feeling the clearing. She grew into a place where she could be more feminine and also still use her masculinity, but in a healthy way when it comes to her business. But like, she talks about how she had to dial back on using her masculinity when it came to her man, because he came for real as a man, you know. But then even him being somebody who can tap into his femininity. Damn, what's his name? I know his name, but their last name is Hicks. Sydney Hicks. Yeah. They are a beautiful black, real, authentic couple with healthy children, and she got healthy friends around her, and she's done bold things in terms of removing herself from her family. She has been walking the Jesus walk, okay? The Jesus walk, which does include separating yourself from family and getting away from your hometown, because it does say a prophet won't be honored in his hometown. It just ain't gonna happen. And I say that to also mean a prophetess in her hometown. It's not gonna happen. Where you come from, you're gonna have to get up out of that. But it's just like growing up from childhood to adulthood. Just like you gotta come up out of them lower chakras, even though they're a part of you. But your whole job is to elevate beyond those first three chakras, really get in tune with the fourth, and then soar from there for real, which includes the fifth chakra of communication, talking and being honest, and also knowing how to hear and listen. It's all about the communication, and that's what Monique came through with. And I tell you, like, at her first show I went to, she touched me, like, in a spiritual way, but she literally touched me. Like, she came out, she was like, oh, can you feel it? She was acting crazy or whatever, but I loved it and I soaked it up because I love Monique. And she put her hand on my forehead. She's like, oh, can you feel it? Can you feel it? She's like, oh, you know how she is. So she's just a beautiful, huge light and energy. And so I love Monique. I don't care. And that was what happened the second night. Somebody else sat at the same table that I was sitting at, and I think I was literally in the same chair, like right by the stage. But this other girl sat there, and her name ended up being Antoinette. Like, come on. How? Okay. So this other girl sits there, and I start talking to her, and that's how I found out her name, Antoinette. And she was waiting on a friend, like her male friend. He came, he sat there. So when Monique came out, she came straight to the table and was talking to that girl. And she was, so here's the thing. The girl, she wanted to bring up to me about something that Monique had gotten into the news of. That was when the news came out about her interview with Steve Harvey. So the ruckus had already started regarding everything regarding Oprah and all that. But then she had the conversation with Steve Harvey. So I guess that news had broke between those 2 days that I'm at her show. And so the girl wanted to low-key bring that up, and she was like, dang, did you hear? Because she asking me how did the show go the other day, because I said, oh yeah, I was here last night. And she was like, oh, how did it go? I was like, I love it. I like that ain't no question. I was there by myself, y'all, like for my birthday, and I went and saw her twice, and Eddie Griffin. I always love Eddie Griffin too. Okay, so anyway, yeah, the girl tried to bring up that situation, but not to me, not in the most positive tone. And I had already spoken in defense of Monique, with like friends and stuff who, was bitten by, the Oprah bug or whatever. But because they're more about how you look publicly and public image wise and stuff like that. And I'm like, whatever, because ain't nobody contributed via TV. Nobody contributed to me like the way Monique did, and what's her name? Constance, who played Kim, like, and Moesha, all them. But Monique was really up there at the top of all that for me while growing up. So whatever, I wasn't hearing none of that. So yeah, though, the girl was like, she tried to come up with something, or tried to, bring up something like, oh, did you hear, whatever. I'm like, oh, I don't know about all that, but, I know I enjoyed the show, and I love Monique. Period. Like, why you gonna come up in somebody's situation and, talk about something that's, being used to dog them out, or, talk, being used against them in a negative way? Leave. Like, don't waste your money. She didn't ask you to come. That was my energy. But I was cool about it or whatever. But so I was like, later on, I'm like, do they got microphones up under these tables or something? Because she came straight to my table. But then again, I know Monique's spiritual. I just know she is. So I'm like, maybe she caught on to something else. But I low-key feel like they have microphones. So anyway, she came out and she come to the table. She up on the stage, of course. She come over by the table, and she started talking directly to this girl. The girl is across from her. I'm like to the side. The other dude, the girl's male friend, is to the side. So she talking to the girl. She said, "What's your name?" The girl said, "Antoinette." And then Monique said, "And her name is Antoinette." And I said, "You remember?" And like my eyes got watery because I'm sensitive, and that was crazy to me. And she was like, "Yes, I remember you, baby, because what she say, any black sister that come out to support another sister 2 times, whatever, blah, blah." And she said, "And I noticed you still ain't got no man with you." She said you didn't have no man with you last night, and you ain't got no man with you tonight. I sure did, and I was by myself for my birthday, loving myself. So she kept on calling me out about that. She's like, "You still ain't got no man." But it was funny. But yeah, that had happened anyway, y'all. So I don't know, that's crazy because I just came across this video and it's like people catching on now. But you know, it's whatever. That's the way it goes. You know, for people like us, like, you know, we get to talking extreme truth and hard truth and telling people what it is for real. And you know, they think they succeed in that, you know, putting a muzzle or, you know, silencing us or whatever. But point blank period, if we coming from the heart and with heart, that shit gonna stick. It's gonna stick. And everybody just gonna, you know, everybody late to the party, they just gonna have to be late to see. But it's already concrete because there's so many people just now catching on. But it's cool. Like, that's the journey for real. That's the hero's journey. That's the Jesus journey. That's how it go. You know, that's the whole point. Like, sticking to your truth and sticking to your purpose and what it is you doing and saying, even when ain't nobody else standing with you. But this lady here, she has got a whole family behind her. Okay, she had her own little community that just like an empress supposed to have. And that's what they was all mad about. I think Oprah was hating on her because she was able to have all this without selling herself out to the powers that be, because that's what it was. She told them no about going to promote the movie for free. She was gonna have to pay for her stuff to go and promote. So taking away from her family both money and her presence as a mother and a wife. And she said, "No, I'm spending time with my family because at the end of the day, this is priority." Just like she had to they showed her it ought to be priority, because look, guess what? If it ain't, we got control of you, we got control of your money, and we got control of you and your moves, everything. So if she was to tell them, yeah, she would have been sacrificing a priority, her top priority. And that's what they didn't like, because none of them got it like that for real. Like, and you know what I'm learning? One of the reasons why I resonate with Monique so much, I be wishing I could meet her for real, like sit down and meet her like for real and let her know we are so related. Like, you're my soul unto your mama or something, okay? If not just sister. But even if we don't, I realize now, like, we travel the same or similar type of journey. And so that's been the deal. Like, energies of my enemies been trying to block my life of love and like success in that way, while trying to push that it's all about money, it's all about status, it's all about title and all of that stuff. And I've begun to rebel against that, because it's not. I can make all the money, I can live in the nicest place, but if my life is void of love, I have nothing. And there's energies out here who know that I was brought to this earth to love and to be loved, and thus spread love, create children out of love for real, maintain residents and something just glitched. Maintain residents and neighborhoods and communities out of love for real and with love. And there are real opposing energies and agents who don't want that to happen and have been messing with me energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, which has affected me physically, financially, in order to keep me away from that. But what I'm feeling now is that time is now is over, and my pathway for the destiny and divine love and all of that is now here, and that door is wide open, and I'm about to step through. And I just heard and meet my Boaz. That's what I literally just heard. Like, I'm about to meet my Boaz, and we gonna have babies out of love, and we gonna live in love and attract more love to us and spread love around the world. And that's what the fuck is going on. And there's so many hating ass energies coming from people who I've loved. Instead of just paying it forward, you want to be mad because you can't get it no more because you treated me badly. Family, friends, exes, you treated me badly. So instead of internalizing that failure and then seeking as to why you no longer have access to me in that way, figuring it out, healing yourself, and then going to do better for your kids, for your lovers, for your families, your tribes and communities that I am not a part of or even welcomed into for real in an authentic way. Instead of you doing that, you choose to attack me. Y'all crazy. And these be the same people. Something is really glitching. These be the same people who be trying to talk about people going to hell and shit. Y'all the ones going to hell, for real. And you know what? It ain't even nothing like what we've been told it looks like. You know what it is? It's self-torment. Like, your conscience is going to torment the fuck out of you because you won't be able to hide from your ugliness and your meanness and your hate, like, and your fear. You're going to live in that shit, and you're going to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's going to be your hell. And it's going to be just well deserved. And I hate to say that, but it is, because you've ruined so many lives of children, so many children who came through your place of care and under your guardianship. And you had children who were born to you as gifts for you and for you to take care of, and you've abused them and you've exposed them to unnecessary trauma, and you've jacked their minds up and their hearts up, and you've created broken homes, and you've created that shit out of your own selfish desires and your meanness and your narcissism, and spirit ain't having it. So that's all I'm gonna say is I'm tired now, and I'm just ready to walk through my door of divine love and destiny with my Boaz, cause ain't nobody stopping none of that no more. All you can kick rocks and eat dirt and be left in dust. I'm for real, cause that shit is real. If any of you resonate with me and you had time after time shit just breaking down, messing up, and you like, I'm a fucking good person, what the hell's, like, for real, I'm not talking lies, I'm talking for real. Like, you've loved from the heart, you are vulnerable, you get yourself into situations with nasty, ill-intentioned people because you literally don't think like them, so you aren't able to comprehend what it is that they might be planning and actually intending for you, because your mind literally is not like that. And you've had tower after tower after tower, loss after loss, hurt after hurt. Think about Jesus. They was coming for him for real, and not whether you really believe that he existed or not. It don't matter. The story is there for a reason, just like all the stories that we've learned about since we were children. Just know that there's been real energies coming after you because of people who live in and worship jealousy, hate, envy, greed, all of those things that are truly sinful natures. You know, people who are blessed with good and turn it into bad, you know. turn it into straight trash. People turn treasures into trash and hurt people and refuse to heal. Spirits like, I'll take it from here with them. For many of us, it is time for you to walk into your Garden of Eden, into your paradise, and for you to love like you have been loving, and for you to be able to live in love with those who love you and create more love. And that's what it is, and that's what we own. So thank you for watching, and I don't know, maybe it's not my last video for this channel, but like I said, I'm gonna be moving more into other directions, but still being online, you know. But yeah, I guess that's all I want to say. Be honest, I'm hungry. I've been saying that for the past couple of hours. I tried to get rid of it, and then it's still here. So I'm gonna go now, y'all. I don't know, I feel like that's all I was called to do. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.